And we're back again after another dropped stream. Sorry about the connection. Once again, struggling with the internet here in City Park. But the Lobos are up to the plate for the first time in the game here in the bottom of the first. Sam Bush takes a cut and hits one into mid-right field where it's caught. Good catch there, the right fielder came across and made a little acrobatic leap to make the catch. So one pitch, one connection, and one out here in the bottom of the first. Now here comes Adam Johnson for the Lobos. Shows for the bunt and just gently pops that up over the backstop. Johnson again attempting to bunt. That's strike two, so no balls, two strikes here. One out. And Johnson fouls one behind, stays alive. And a dropped strike three. Johnson racing to get there, and the throw is underneath the glove of the first baseman, so Johnson's safe at first. Good sprint there from Johnson to get on against the odds. Now it's going to be Ben Shade, number 18, coming up for the Lobos. Hard swing by Ben Shade, strike one. And the throw to second, Johnson gets low and is safe. Good timely dive there at second from Johnson. Meanwhile, Ben Shade has two strikes here. And there's strike three. Strike two. I miscounted. Ben Shade's still alive here. And just low there. Good eye from Shade. That was inside, but Shade swung and got a little piece of it, so still alive here. Count, I believe, is 2-2. And that's high. So that's going to fill the count against Ben Shade. Adam Johnson on second with one out here in the bottom of the first inning. And that's just high and outside. Ben Shade walks to first. And that will bring up Caden Rowan in the cleanup spot. Good opportunity here for Lander with runners on first and second. Caden Rowan pitched well in the beginning of this inning. He takes a swing and Was just underneath it there. Strike one. That's high. Ball one. 1-1. Just outside. So I don't want to give myself bad luck here, but the stream seems to be better now. Internet is flowing, and Caden Rowan walks to first. So the Lobos have loaded the bases here in the bottom of the first inning. Here comes number 16, Ford David. Ford David pitched well in round one for the Lobos yesterday evening with 11 strikeouts in that victory over Pinedale. And that's a good looking pitch that David didn't like the look of, so. But he clips one up through the center, and it's through the infield. That's going to bring home 1-2 Lobos. Nice work from Ford David. Tricky bouncing ball through the infield, and the Lobos go up 2-0. One out in the bottom of the first. Here comes Teddy Rivera, number 43. Oh, well inside. Rivera hung in there, though. And the throw to third doesn't trouble the base runner, and so the Lobos now with runners on second and third. And a hard swing from Rivera, but just beneath the pitch. And that one was in the dirt. Caden Rowan is safe at home. That was close, but a good slide from Rowan gets the Lobos their third run of this first inning. Going up 3-0. Ford David progressed to third base, and Teddy Rivera will try to bring him home here with one out. Just high and outside. Good eye from Rivera. The count is 2-1. And there is ball number 3. There's ball 4. So Rivera's going to walk here. It was a pass ball, but Ford David did the conservative thing, stayed at third base. Lobos looking strong here today in the first inning. It's 3-0 with just one out. Runners on first and third, and at the plate it's DeMarcus Noriega. So the Lobos have the bases loaded now, and Tayden Bowstring is at the plate. Still one out here in the bottom of the first. And a correction here, both Demetrius and DeMarcus, I've been referring to them with the last name Noriega. That's actually Pitt. Demetrius and DeMarcus Pitt. Good eye there, ball. Ball one, I believe. It's a bit high, but Tayden took the swing. And there's strike two. Good eye again from Bowstring. 2-2 now the count. And that just found the outside of the strike zone. It was right on the fringe there, but that's going to be out number 2 for the Lobos. They've got the bases loaded, and stepping up to the plate, it's Caden Sheener. Just high. And that grazes Sheener, so he'll walk to first, and Ford David will cross the plate. 4-0, the Lobos go up in the bottom of the first inning. Bases still loaded, and at the bottom of the Lobos lineup here, it's Demetrius Pitt. Takes strike one. And takes a swing, that's strike two. Demetrius Pitt here just taking a breath. That's a pass ball, and the Lobos making an effort at the plate, and he's safe. That's Teddy Rivera scoring the Lobos' 5th run of this first inning. So another tight call at the plate, but a good slide rather from Rivera. Earns the Lobos another run. And Demetrius Pitt trying to keep things alive. And swings, that's strike three. That's going to end the first inning. The Lobos made the most of it, though, 5-0 heading into the second. So we'll take a quick break here between innings and come right back with the Chey-Town Ballers at the plate.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
And we're back. Caden Rowan on the mound still for the Lobos. And the sun's beating down here in City Park. Things are heating up. I believe the high today in Landers in the mid 80s, so hottest day of the year so far. And for the Chey-Town Ballers, here comes number 2. This is Corbin Perry. No. Brylan Learley, rather. Couldn't quite tell if Learley got a little piece of that or not, but 2 strikes either way here. And a ground ball between shortstop and third base. That's going to be a single for Learley. It was a well-placed hit. Just through the gap. This is Ryan Deathridge, baller's number 0. And he clips one into a central area, and it drops just behind second base. And the throw to second is just a little late. So 2 base hits in a row for Chey-Town. Now up steps number 26. Drayden Morrison. And that's hit and caught. And the throw to third, it's going to be there. And got him. A great throw from right field to third base is right on the money, and the Lobos there. Nice double play to change the feel of the top of the second inning. So the officials just gathering up here to get on the same page about something. The Lobos would take the opportunity to check in with each other on the mound. So the Ballers have contested that play at third base, and it seems like the call there will be reversed and the runner will be safe at third, but the Lobos coaching staff not agreeing with that, so the officials checking in once again here, still awaiting the final call. So from up here in the box, from our vantage point, it looked like the throw was well in time. It seemed like a clear call, but now the officials clearly see it differently, and there's a reversal of the original call, and the runner is safe at third. So just 1 out now here in the top of the second inning, and Chey-Town has runners on second and third base. So back underway here as Caden Rowan throws a strike just across the outside of the plate. That's outside from Rowan. There's a nice pitch from Caden Rowan, right down the middle, if slightly inside. And Caden Rowan got him swinging there, so 2 outs now here in the top of the second. Nice work there from Rowan to recover and strike out that batter after a controversial decision at third base, rather. And Rowan keeps it going with strike 1 against number 8. It's Riker Hager. It's 1-1 now. Just a little high from Rowan, 2-1. That's also going to be high and inside.
Hey, deep breath now, Rowan. Let's go.
Caden Rowan versus Riker Hager, 3 balls, 1 strike. And just high for ball 4, so
Hey, you're right. Any base now.
just like that, the Chey-Town Ballers have loaded the bases with number 6 coming up next. This is Drake Crawley. Drake with a Y. So there's a 3rd out at any base here for the Lobos. And slightly high from Rowan, ball 1. That's fouled behind into the backstop. One and one. That's high and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike now.
Hey, come on now, Rowan.
Number 41, Sam Bush, staying alert behind the plate for the Lobos here. And that's just high once again from Rowan, ball 3. He's just struggling to keep that pitch down in the strike zone. There it is. So full count here. It's a big pitch for both teams, and it's fouled into the parking lot where it bounces safely over the cars. All glass is intact in the parking lot so far. Count is still full here. And that's high. So Rowan walks
Hey, Rowan, take a breath for me, kiddo. Deep breath,
one,
Rowan,
and
settle in, you're good.
the Ballers score 5-1 here in the top of the second with the bases still loaded. Sam Bush with some words of wisdom for Caden Rowan. And at the plate, it's number 3 for Chey-Town, Pollum. Garrett Pollum. That's ball one, as some sort of bird of prey is just coasting over the diamond there.
Thank you.
Maybe a red-tailed hawk, couldn't tell.
Hey, Rowan, half step over.
It might be an osprey. It looks like it's got a nest on top of one of the lights there.
He's our hawk friend. He comes and hangs out.
Very cool.
There you go.
There's a nice pitch from Rowan.
That's what I mean, kiddo, right there. Okay, kid, come straight down now.
And high once again from Caden Rowan, who walks another. Chey-Town scores again, 5-2 here in the top of the second.
I'm going to start drawing pictures of you, and I'm not going to feel bad about it.
Back to the top of the Ballers lineup here with number 1, Trey Roybal. And once again, just ever slightly high from Rowan, who's struggling to
Hey, Rowan,
keep
relax.
that pitch low enough
Okay,
today.
good.
Rowan trying to make a subtle adjustment here. So a balk called against Caden Rowan, which will allow another runner from Cheyenne to score 5-3 now. So the Lobos, after accumulating that 5-0 lead, are now struggling to close out the top of the second. And a base hit will bring in 1 and 2 more Ballers. That's going to tie the game. 5-5 here in the top of the second. So a double from Trey Roybal brings in 2. So that hit and pair of runs from Chey-Town is going to prompt the Lobos coaching staff to have an infield chat here. So all 5 of Chey-Town's runs scored with 2 outs on the board. See you, Robert.
See you, Robert. We'll miss you while you're gone.
A bit better from Rowan there, but too low. So working to find the strike zone. Maybe overcompensated slightly there, but that could be a good sign against number 22 for the Ballers. That's Dawson Elder back at the plate. Rowan found the strike zone there. It looked like it was going to be well inside, but it dropped nicely through the middle. And there's strike 2. The throw to third is over the head of Bowstring, and so the Ballers score again and take the lead 6-5. So the official's going to have some words here with Trey Roybal. The official issuing a warning to both teams. But we're back underway here. It's Dawson Elder. Just high again from Rowan.
Rowan, you gotta settle down, kid.
And there it is. Rowan gets Dawson Elder swinging at strike 3, and that will conclude the top of the second, where the Chey-Town Ballers scored 6 runs to take a marginal lead 6-5. All 6 runs scored with 2 outs on the board. Caden Rowan on the plate, just kind of struggling to find the strike zone there, walking a couple under pressure, and now the Lobos will have to respond in the bottom of 2. We'll take a quick break and be right back in 30 seconds or so with more action here from City Park.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
So we're back here in City Park in the bottom of the second inning, where the Lobos have a fresh start at the top of their batting lineup with number 41, Sam Bush, kicking things off. Score is 5-6. Chey-Town Ballers leading by 1. A good eye from Bush. That was just low and outside, ball 1. There's ball 2. And a nice connection by Sam Bush sends that into left center, and a nice looking single from Sam Bush gets the Lobos underway in the bottom of the second. And that'll bring up the Lobos' second in the lineup batter, Adam Johnson. Just outside. So Johnson showed for the bunt once again. He looks interested in working on that today, but no clear-cut opportunities to make it happen yet. So nice, powerful swing by Johnson. Gets a little piece of it. 2-1 now the count. And there's the bunt from Johnson. It's lofted toward the pitcher, and the throw is off center. The second baseman sort of had to drift off the plate to make that catch. So nice effective bunt from Johnson in the end. Runners on first and second now for the Lobos with nobody out. Here comes Ben Shade. And Shade takes a swing and fouls one back behind. And another foul ball from Shade, this time into the parking lot. Well, the roof of the batting cage, rather. And a ground ball through the middle from Shade. The play at second. So Adam Johnson called out at second. It was a close call, but still an effective means of progressing runners for the Lobos. Now there's one at third and one at first. So another balk called, this time against Chey-Town. That will allow Sam Bush to score for the Lobos. So 6-6, the score is tied once again here in the bottom of the second inning. Caden Rowan's at the plate. It's well outside. Good stop there from the Ballers catcher. Full count now against Caden Rowan. Ben Shade on second base. And Caden Rowan lobs one into the outfield. That's going to drop. So Caden Rowan with a nice single progresses Ben Shade to third rather. Ben Shade with some nice conservative base running, kind of held up at second base there, and then once he realized it was going to drop, made the move over to third. So a wild sequence here. Caden Rowan is safe at third, and Ben Shade scores. That was a bit risky from the Lobos, but it worked out well in the end. They take the lead back 7-6. Very ambitious there from Lander, but once again worked out in their favor, and now Caden Rowan's at third base. Ford David clips one to third, and the throw to first gets there in time. So Lobos score again, and now 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Good response from the Lobos. So an RBI from Ford David, and that's going to bring up number 43, Teddy Rivera. 1 ball, 2 strikes here against Teddy Rivera. And there's strike 3, but it's a pass ball. Rivera's racing to first, and he's going to get there in time. So a dropped third strike allows Teddy Rivera to make it to first, but it seems he injured himself during the sprint. He's trying to walk it off now, and we'll take a little pause here to assess Teddy Rivera, but he is safe at first, and the second inning is going to continue. But for now, we'll take a short break while Teddy Rivera is assessed down along the first baseline, but we will be right back. Up next for the Lobos, it's going to be number 7. Tanner Guina. We'll be right back.
Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different. High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home.
Okay, and we are back despite the poor connection. Hopefully it's not too bad, but the second inning has concluded, and the Lobos taking the field to start the third with an 8-6 lead. So Caden Rowan back on the mound here for the Lobos. At the plate for the Ballers, it's number 22. Dawson Elder. And an awkward bounce at second is going to allow Elder to cruise easily to first. A single to lead things off for Chey-Town in the third inning, which will bring back up Brylan Learley, number 2. Learley takes a cut and misses. Strike 1. And there's strike 2. That's fouled behind and lands right on top of the box that I'm sitting in. There's strike 3, and the throw to second's looking good. But the runner's safe. No, he's out. So just like that, 2 outs for the Lobos. Once again, a beautiful throw from Sam Bush. It was slightly high, but it worked out. And at the plate now, it's number 0 for the Ballers, Ryan Deathridge. Deathridge with a ground ball, which is stopped by the shortstop for the Lobos. Here comes the throw to first. Got him. Beautiful play there from the shortstop, Adam Johnson. Nice fielding and a nice throw. So the Lobos did well there in the top of the third to protect their 8-6 lead. They'll come back up here in just a moment. We'll take a short break and return after just an ad or two.
Perfect floor.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do.
And we're back. Bottom of the third inning. That's outside for ball one. Good eye from Tayton Bowstring at the plate. Lobos leading 8-6. As Bowstring takes a powerful swing and levels the count 1-1. Once again, no connection there from Bowstring. Kind of just turning his head a little bit mid-swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. And there's strike 3. So that's going to bring up Caden Sheener, number 17. Sheener sees strike 1. It's a bit of a tongue twister there. And followed immediately by strike 2. And there's strike 3. So the dropped ball on strike 3 gives Sheener an attempt to race down the throw to first, but he doesn't make it in time. So 2 quick outs here for the Lobos in the bottom of the third inning. And Demetrius Pitt steps up here to try to get something going for the Lobos with 2 outs. Just high, ball 1. One and one now the count. So well outside, good eye from Pitt, Demetrius Pitt. So Demetrius Pitt on first now. The Lobos with 2 outs in the bottom of the third, trying to get something cooking. And they'll return to the top of their lineup with Sam Bush, who had a nice single his last time up. Low and inside, ball 1. Outside that time for ball 2. And a hard ground ball towards shortstop, but the stop is made and the throw to first gets there on time. Bush is out, and that will end the third inning. We're heading to the fourth with the Lobos leading 8-6 over the Chey-Town Ballers. And we'll take a quick break for the change of inning and come right back.
It's 2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds.
And we're back, top of the fourth inning. Caden Rowan still on the mound for the Lobos. His first pitch of the inning is low and in the dirt. Ball one against number 26 for the Chey-Town Ballers. That's Drayden Morrison. And Rowan just outside there. Nice looking pitch, but it just drifted beyond the edge of the plate in the end. 2 balls, no strikes. And a clipped ground ball to shortstop. The throw to first is well off the mark. So Morrison safe at first for the Chey-Town Ballers. Nobody out here in the top of the fourth. It's now number 8 stepping up to the plate again, Riker Hager. Caden Rowan found the outside of the strike zone that time. Strike one. Oh, my apologies. This is not Riker Hager at the plate. It is Dylan Watson, number 9, who just fouled one behind to level the count at 1-1. There's strike 2. Strike 3, rather. I miscounted. A series of mistakes on my part there, but the Lobos do have one out here in the top of the fourth. Which will bring up number 8, Riker Hager now. Ballers have a runner on first. just inside from Rowan. Just high ball 2. So if the Lobos get the win here today, they will play again tomorrow on day 3 of the tournament, remaining in the winner's bracket as Rowan throws ball 3. If the Lobos don't manage to win now, they'll play again later this afternoon at 4 p.m. The throw to first. Not quite, as the Ballers base runner dives low to touch the bag. There's strike 1 from Rowan. Count is 3-1. Similar pitch from Rowan, even better though that time. Now it's a full count. And there it is again. Nice series of 3 pitches in a row from Caden Rowan to come back and strike out Riker Hager. 2 outs now in the top of the 4th inning for the Lobos. And Chey-Town's number 6 is up next. This is Drake Crawley. Crawley hits that straight up into the air. Sam Bush trying to get under it, but it's behind the backstop.
Gillette Hitman, I need your lineup in the crow's nest. Gillette Hitman, your lineup in the crow's nest.
And the throw to second from Sam Bush is just high that time, over the head of Adam Johnson. That looks good from here from Rowan, but come on in. Just inside, though. There's strike 2. Caden Rowan now 1 strike away from closing out the top of this 4th inning. It's just too high, though. Full count. It's an important pitch from Caden Rowan here. But it's high, and he walks Crawley, and that'll bring up Garrett Pollum with runners on first and second. So here in Lander City Park, the tournament will be continuing throughout the remainder of today and all day tomorrow, Sunday. So come on down. The weather is warm and beautiful here in Lander. High once again from Caden Rowan. And that's high and behind the head of Pollum. So 3 balls, no strikes here against Garrett Pollum. That's better from Rowan. Strike 1. Been an engaging game so far. The Lobos going up 5-0. And the Ballers came back and took the lead 6-5 before the Lobos once again went on a nice offensive run and stole back the lead that they're still currently owning. It's 8-6, but now the bases are loaded once again as Caden Rowan walks Pollum. There are 2 outs here, and it seems the Lobos coaching staff may be considering a change here. So the umpire collects a batch of fresh baseballs, but Caden Rowan remaining on the mound for now. Caden Rowan versus Trey Roybal. There's strike 1. Just high. 1-1, the count. Caden Rowan trying to protect the Lobos' lead here in the top of the 4th inning. Just inside for ball 2. That's high again, ball 3. Trey Roybal got a piece of that and sent it foul down the 3rd baseline. So the count is full here. Another big moment in the game, Caden Rowan versus Trey Roybal. Lobos up by 2 with 3 ballers on base. And that's popped up into a central area, and it's caught. So the Lobos get out of danger there. That was a bit nerve-wracking. But the 8-6 lead is preserved, and heading into the bottom of the 4th, the Lobos have a chance here to extend their lead. We are starting to bump up our time limit as long as innings are started before that 2-hour time limit kicks in. The inning will continue, although I suppose the game didn't start until 12:15 or so 12:05. So at 1:55 now, we still have a nice healthy margin. We'll certainly see the completion of this fourth inning, and then we'll see what's going on with the fifth when we get there. But we'll take a quick break here as the Lobos prepare to come back to the plate. The score is 8-6. Lander Lobos winning over the Chey-Town Ballers from Lander City Park.
Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
Back underway here in Lander City Park, bottom of the fourth inning, and a bunt from Johnson is a little too close to the pitcher, and he's out at first. So Johnson tried the bunt that time. Just put a little too much on it, but with one out, it's going to bring up Ben Shade for the Lobos.
Sorry, we weren't quite done. That's why it took so long.
I thought you guys just wanted to see how many times I'd say it. Like, let's wait another 5 and see what she says.
Nice pitch across the plate, outside to inside. Strike one against Ben Shade. And that's well inside. 1-1 now the count. That's in the dirt, ball two. Ben Shade with a nice lofting connection, but the catch is made by the Ballers shortstop. Difficult catch, but he got there. Good jump off his original position and a dive in the end just to scoop that out of the air. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the fourth. It's going to bring up Caden Rowan for the Lobos. Two balls, no strikes. Caden Rowan fouled that one behind. 2-1 now the count. Just inside, that's ball 3. So ground ball towards second base, and the throw to first is there in time. So the Chey-Town Ballers made quick work of the Lobos there in the bottom of the fourth, and we do have time for another inning here, so it's going to take us to the fifth. Lobos leading 8-6. We'll take a short break.
A people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all, for every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair last year, and this year enjoy Blackhawk live in concert Friday, August 1st. Race you to the fair, the Fremont County Fair.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
And we're back. Top of the 5th inning. So the Lobos are leading 8-6. It's one last chance here for the Ballers to turn the tide because we will be running out of time following this half inning. So if the Lobos can preserve their lead over the course of 3 outs, they'll win this game. Just high from Rowan, ball 2. So that's clipped up into the infield and caught by Ford David at first base. So a good start here from the Lobos. They need 2 more outs. Up to the plate for the Chey-Town Ballers, number 22, Dawson Elder. Strike 1. Powerful connection there, but couldn't quite get inside the line. So Caden Rowan has 2 strikes against Dawson Elder. Dawson Elder with a good base hit toward left field. So the Ballers have one on here. 1 out, top of the 5th inning. Here's number 2, Learley, at the plate for Chey-Town. Just outside from Rowan. There's a nice pitch from Rowan, strike 1. Foul ball. One ball, 2 strikes against Brylan Learley. who literally just got a piece of that to stay alive. So a tenuous situation here in City Park where the Lobos are up 2 runs, trying to keep their lead intact for 2 more outs here and see out this victory. And just high there from Caden Rowan, says the umpire. So it's a full count now.
Hey, right here, Rowan. You gotta win it, kid. Come on.
Here's the full count pitch. Fouled behind. The battle between Rowan and Learley continues. It's popped up toward third base, and it's caught. So it could be a double play here. The throw back to first was close, but initially called safe. Now the officials are going to check in here to make the final call. He's safe.
Nothing hurt, guys. Let's go.
Good awareness, though, from number 44, Tayden Bowstring, to get that over to first base quickly. So the Lobos have 2 outs. They're 1 away here from victory. Good stop behind the plate from Sam Bush. Ryan Deathridge, number 0 at the plate.
What are we doing? Hey, guys, you gotta be there. Good throw, Sam. Strike.
So the Ballers base runner progresses to second. Just a little high from Rowan again.
Come down, bud.
And a hard ground ball.
Eat it.
Fielded by the second baseman for the Lobos, but couldn't stand up in time to make the throw to first. But a good stop keeps the Lobos lead intact at 8-6. So the Lobos will make a change here. Caden Rowan is done pitching for the day. Looks like Ford David's going to take over in his place. Fort David will go to the mound. So this change is going to result in a shuffle of the Lobos infield. We'll take a short break here as things get sorted out. Fort David's going to warm up on the mound, and we'll take a couple minutes before the game gets back officially underway. But the state of the game is 8-6. Lobos leading in the top of the 5th inning. Chey-Town Ballers have runners on first and third with 2 outs. We will be right back.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road.
And we're back in action here. Fort David is on the mound. Caden Roan has gone over to third base. Taden Bowstring, meanwhile, takes over at first. And at the plate for the Ballers, Straden Morrison. Just low from Fort David.
Hey, Ford, come on now, take a breath. Thank you.
And that's high for ball 3. And there's ball 4. So the Lobos load the bases with ballers. Lobos have 2 outs. They just need one more here. Any base will do. Nice first pitch there against Dylan Watson. No balls, 1 strike. There's strike 2. Nervy times here for both teams. Fort David looking good, looking steady. No balls, 2 strikes. And that's fouled behind. So Watson stays alive here, keeps the game going. And there it is. Fort David strikes one out to end the game. The bases were loaded with Chey-Town ballers. That was quite intense there for a moment, but the Lobos find a way out of it and win the second game of their Father's Day tournament campaign. So a nice evenly matched game. Both teams playing well, making some mistakes.
Get this field turned around and get the 2 p.m. game rolling as soon as possible.
So good work there from the Lobos to get the win. That means they'll stay in the winner's bracket and play again tomorrow on Sunday, the 15th of June at 10 a.m. So be sure to continue following along for that. We'll be here streaming the game tomorrow a.m., 10 a.m. The Lobos will play in that semifinal game. Of course, if they win that one, they'll continue on to the championship game, which will take place later on Sunday afternoon. So 2 wins to start the Father's Day tournament for the Lander Lobos. A close game here against Chey-Town, but a good result for Lander. That's going to do it for our coverage today, as the Lobos have earned themselves a rest until tomorrow. So have a good rest of your Saturday, and we will see you tomorrow here at City Park at 10 a.m.
With a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going, go with Bailey.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at